What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV. In this video, we're going to go through the Samsung Clock app. It's been updated for One UI 7, and I was going to go through it on my Galaxy S24 Ultra because I'm running the beta right now, and I wanted to walk you through it. So let's open up the Clock app. I'll just go here. I'm going to search Clock, and here it is. And a lot of stuff is remaining the same. So if a lot of it seems the same, it is, but there's a thing or two different. So you can add your alarms right here. Here's all my alarms. You can say you can just hit the plus sign when you want to add one. Choose the time that you want with the AM, PM. Choose the days that you want. You can change the sound right here if you want. You can use Bixby alarm or Spotify or a specific ringtone. If you click on ringtone, it allows you to choose whatever ringtone that you want on there. Very simple stuff. Same thing with Spotify. You can tap on Spotify and it'll go bring you to your music, and you can, basically choose a song from there. It's very, again, simple. Beyond that though, going back there, I should actually go back to alarm sound. You can control the volume right here. You can see it says voice controls. Volume controls are available while use same volume. So I'll show you that in a second. That's actually one of the new things. You can have the same volume for all your ringtones, volume tones for your alarm. So I have it set to that's why I can't control it at the bottom there. But once you're done with that, all you do is just hit save at the bottom, and that will save it for you. Also, you have your different alarms. You can turn them on and off if you want. And then you have next to the plus sign in the top right, you have the three dots. You can set a sleep mode schedule. So if you do this, basically it creates the right environment to help you sleep well and wake up on time. Sleep mode can turn on automatically based on your sleep schedule. So if you want to have this basically set your usual sleep and wake up times, sleep mode will turn on and off at these times, so that it kind of learns. It doesn't learn basically, but it will, wake you up and kind of put the phone at snooze level so that you don't really have to think about things. It'll automatically do it for you. You can see your wake up alarm, you have your alarm sound, you have the vibration if you want that on or off. If you want to snooze this, your alarm background, which you can choose a different thing here if you want. You can go up to background at the top and choose one of the ones at the top here, or these are the featured ones. Let me see, allow all. Or you can choose a photo that you have. So it's up to you what you want your alarm background to look like when it's going off. And then you can also hit next. You can turn on do not disturb to avoid distractions when you're asleep. And then if you hit next again, you can choose what to do in sleep mode. You can have your always on display on or off. Go turn your screen onto grayscale or dark mode, sound mode, eye comfort shield, or power saving. And you can also control your smart things to, like, if you wanted to turn your lights off or something, or turn them on when you wake up. So some cool things that you can actually do on here for that sleep mode. If you never even did it, I don't do it because I don't really need a schedule, but it is something that you can do that could be helpful too. If you want to edit your alarms and get rid of them or whatever, add more or move them or turn them on, you can come in here and do that like I just did. You also have, you can sort these. If you want to sort them, you kind of just, I think you just press and hold it. Nope. Let's go back to that. Sort. Oh, okay. You can sort it by custom order or alphabetical order. It's up to you. You have your alarm groups. If you want to create an alarm group, you can. So like maybe you just want alarms for home or while you're on vacation, you can come in here and do that. You can add a group and call it like vacation, and maybe you have a different time schedule than home, and you can add those alarms into these little folders and keep them all on or off, or whatever it may be. So I can see this having one for home, one for work, and maybe you have different alarms throughout the day for those different groups. That's why you would want to use those alarm groups. Then you have settings. Now settings, silence alarm when system sound is off. That might be helpful, but I would say keep that off because alarms and timers will vibrate instead of making a sound. If you turn your sound off and you keep this on, it's going to silence your alarms. Don't do that, especially if you need to hear it. Here's your volume. Use the same volume for all alerts. This is one of the newer things. At least it was lit up after I downloaded the app. So I can hit set different volume for each alarm, or use the same volume for each alarm, and that can be helpful. And if you do that, here it is. Here's where you control it for your alarms. So, it's kind of helpful, especially if you don't want to have to mess around with the volumes. Those alarm background, that's the default one. I showed you how to change that. You can include news in your Bixby alarm. So if you're using Bixby, you can have it read the news out to you. Upcoming alarm notification, it will tell you if you have an alarm coming up 5, 15, 30 minutes before, or you can just turn that off. That's basically just a notification that'll show up in your phone letting you know, hey, you have an alarm coming up. You can show the weather or not. You can do the temperature in Fahrenheit or Celsius. Here's your sounds. You can turn those on and off. Chime. There you go. Then we have your vibrations, turn them on and off. You can show a mini timer if you want. Then you have permissions. These are just permissions to music and audio, notifications and photos and videos. It gives you access so you can add backgrounds or you can add Spotify or something like that. Customization service. This is, I think, based off of ads, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm not going to get into all that. It's not interesting. Here's about the clock, what version I'm running, 12.4.02.58. Contact them if you're having problems. Here's your world clock at the bottom. There's a tab for that, and you can set up different world clocks. Like maybe you want a clock for, and you can just add the city. Let's see, right here, you can search for it. Maybe I want one for Boston. I grew up in Massachusetts. So maybe I want one for Boston. There we go. And I think it's added. Let me just double check. It didn't add it. Let me just type that one more time to add it. Boston. Tap it. Oh, here we go. Add. And now I have a clock for Boston. Then you have your stopwatch. If I start it, and I have it up here on my screen here, which I can cycle through. The last thing we have at the bottom is a timer. So if you have some kind of timer you want to set, you can be like, hey, I need a 1 hour timer to start. And I can hit start, and I have my timer. And that shows at the top there too. You can see, I can look at how much time's left on my now bar. And that's pretty much it. That is the whole kit and caboodle here